Modern fishing, a high-tech sport with fast boats, equipment made from space-age materials, and advanced electronics like sonar, depth gauges, fish finders. Thousands of dollars each year are spent for this equipment. Why? So people can catch this. Any one of numerous cold-blooded aquatic vertebrae of the superclass Pisces, characteristically having a strong odor, tend to be slimy, scaly, and eat disgusting things. Those who want to catch members of this superclass are fishermen, being of the genus Homo and called Homo sapiens. These creatures have the same basic characteristic of the fish they pursue. A strong odor, tend to be slimy, scaly, and eat disgusting things. This high-tech sport with its sophisticated equipment hardly resembles its ancient beginnings. When over 10,000 years ago, man first tried to catch a fish, or at first tried to talk the fish into coming out of the water. This was not successful. Man then tried to go after the fish, but did not take well to water. His first attempts at fishing were pitiful. Nothing he tried seemed to work. His frustration turned to violence. As with modern fishermen, ancient fishermen did not give up. So he invented the fishing pole, or fishing club as it was then called. The technique used with the fishing club is the same technique still preferred by frustrated fishermen today. At first, his methods were crude, but slowly, early man's skills developed. Then came the development of the hook. Ancient man was sure this was the answer to his problems.
Take this here, and I'll roll it up like this, and then I'll just throw it out.
But try as he might, the early hook did not work. Throw after throw, the early hook came up empty. There was a missing link. So man discovered bait. The combination of bait and hook would prove to be a fishing breakthrough that worked for early man. Although the concept was not easy for some early fishermen to understand, bait would prove to be the thing that made the hook work.
Everything will be fine. Just hold on in the water. Now, boy. You're going to be good at that.
Early fishermen found that the right bait always got a response. Even 10,000 years ago, there was nothing like the thrill of the struggle. Man against fish. Fish against man. But like modern fishermen, ancient fishermen often lost their bait and the battle. The first losses were difficult to understand. There were other difficulties as well. Ancient woman.
What are you doing out here? I told you you had to...
She did not understand why man spent so much time with hook and bait. But fishing calls for resourcefulness. Our fishermen kept trying. And so the story was born of fish so eager to be caught, they were jumping out of the lake.
Stay ugly, dear. Stay ugly.
Early fishermen were thinkers. They were people of ideas. As each new innovation came along, man incorporated it into fishing. Sometimes the application was difficult, but man would prevail, using his superior intellect. He would not let fish make a fool of him through the ages. Man, the thinker, would triumph. Thus was the development of the flywheel. And man rejoiced.
Fish to eat! Fish to eat!
Even though man was clever, at first his preparation of the fish to eat was basic.
Yeah.
But with the development of fire, things became more sophisticated. So time sped by. Well, it got by.
Oh, man, isn't that late?
And so fishing developed. By the 19th century, fishermen approached fishing in a more casual way, usually relaxing on a blanket on the riverbank. All a fisherman needed was a line and hook. The line was thrown into the water. The fisherman then ties the other end around his toe. Thus he could relax and wait for a strike. And the rivers were teeming with big fish. But as time went on, this method of fishing became less and less popular.
No dancing tonight.
Today, a modern fisherman needs rods, reels, sonar, depth and pH tester, bait bucket, tackle box, worm box, fishing hat, vest, pants, life jacket, and a cooler. But even with all these advances, it still takes skill to catch a whopper. Let's first look at casting. Casting is where the rod is used to throw a lure. We'll demonstrate the sidearm cast first. This is where the arm is perpendicular to the body and the rod is flipped using the wrist. Let's open the bail and try it.
You gotta get perpendicular.
This cast is always good because it fools fish and fishermen alike.
Where'd my lure go? Caught in this doggone thing. Hey, so.
Next, we'll look at the overhand cast. This is where the elbow bends. Bring the rod up above the head. Let's try it. We've already flipped our bail.
All right, here we go. Where's it go? Where? Oh, flying. I'm going out for flying fish. Very good. Look at this. I'm losing up.
Casts like these are not recommended as they require that squirrel season be open and that the fishermen have a hunting license. When all else fails, blame the equipment. Let's try another rod and try again. Just bend the elbow and give it a flip.
Yeah, that's simple enough.
Now cast. Not quite what we had in mind.
Whoa. What's this?
Remember when casting that other fishermen are not your target. So when fishing, always stay cool and calm and keep your head, if not your hat.
Oh, we're gonna leave now.
Now let's cast for distance. You'll need these long casts because fish have good, sensitive eyes and can see you. So give it all you have. Cast away. Ah, I'd say we had distance. Now let's try a little more accuracy. This time, concentrate on accuracy.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
Accurate casting requires that you concentrate on your target. Why, there's our target, Mr. Bass himself. It's a bullseye. This is the one that won't get away, but I doubt that we'll hear about it. Let's move on. Many anglers have found that waiting is beneficial. There is nothing quite so serene as the fisherman wading in the lake. Nothing but the sound of the water and sounds of various wildlife. This is a fisherman in his true element. When wading, always remember to anticipate obstacles below the surface and pay attention to the depth of the water.
I've been torpedoed. How deep's the water? Hell.
The breaststroke and dog paddle are popular with many wading fishers. Let's talk about bank fishing and waiting for the big jerk. When doing so, one of the great unwritten rules is to have patience, keep informed, and stay alert. One never knows when the fish will choose to bite.
Tell you what, about one of the luckiest guys ever was.
There's a bite now, and a good one, too. Well, so much for fishing luck. Just stay alert when waiting for the big jerk. Let's consider the unwilling partner in fishing, the fish. And that age-old question, why do fish bite? It's a question asked through the ages by fishermen. Often it seems that one person will catch fish while the person next to him will not. In reality, fish are opportunistic and will bite whenever they can. Often in a fishing party, it seems only one pole will be the hot pole, the one that really catches the fish. Often when fishing close together, fishermen will trade ideas and techniques.
Hey there, young person. I've got $2 and I want your spot, okay? And give me your rod. All right, good.
No matter what it may look like, even when there is a hot pole, there's no underestimating skill when it comes to really catching fish.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, I like to eat bait, a little shrimp. There you go. Yeah. And,
there's nothing to compare with the pride an angler feels returning home with his catch. Let's go to another part of the lake for a little bottom fishing. Bottom fishing is where the bait is placed on the bottom of the lake. The first thing to decide is the type of bait and where to get it. Our little fisherman has decided on live bait. Many fishermen dig their own worms, but this can be like work. And that's not the kind of thing most fishermen like. Other fishermen like to trap their bait. It's important to place the traps carefully, very carefully.
There. Okay, 6 trap. No, let's see, there were 3 trap now.
Often this does not work out as planned, so most fishermen prefer to purchase their live bait. Of course, the ultimate inconvenience for the modern fisherman is then, bait.
Oh, this will be good. No sweat here.
Just put a few coins into the machine and you can get the proverbial can of worms.
Tall worms. Oh, yeah, you get more with tall worms.
Now that we have our bait, let's go bottom fishing and get our whopper. The familiar fisherman's wave indicates the camaraderie felt by these sportsmen. And look at the scenery. Who cares if the fish
There's
bite?
where I want to fish. Man's got just a lure.
Well, this looks like the place.
Yep, this is the place.
The fishing's no doubt better at the other end of the pier.
Yeah, the fishing is better at the other end of the pier. Well, I almost got in trouble there. All right, this is a good spot
It's important for a fisherman to always watch out for snags. A snag can get a fisherman in trouble.
It's caught on something. What's the matter? Oh, you. What is this? What is it? Oh,
That's not the kind of bottom fishing we had in mind.
Oh.
This doesn't look good. Like any sport, fishing has its ups and downs, tops and bottoms. Fishing in remote and exotic areas can be tremendous. Many fishermen travel to fish these exciting new waters because that's where the really big whoppers are. It's always advisable when fishing unfamiliar waters to hire a native guide. In different parts of the world, fish bite different bait.
Banana? What do you think of banana? Monkey fish or something? What do you... All right. I don't believe this. Oh, boy, this is great. I'll tell you what. Yeah,
In these exotic spots, there's no telling what you can hook.
Yum, yum.
No matter what you look, it's customary at the end of the day for the guide to fire up the grill just for you. Let's try a little boat fishing closer to home. First, consider the role of each fisherman in a three-man boat. The man at the back acts as the guide. The fisherman in front acts as the lead fisherman. The man in the middle must stay alert.
What? Yeah, what you doing? What you doing? What's the here?
Always stay alert. The middleman also passes information and materials from one end of the boat to the other.
What do you want? Oh, there you are. Look, I'll take one of the juice. Thank you, everybody. Here, I got it.
Cooperation between both ends of the boat are what make things run smooth.
More juice out of it. More juice. Peanuts, and old cracker juice.
So if you find yourself in the middle, you're going to be busy, whether the fish bite or not. Let's look at how the single boat fisherman fishes from a boat. Boat fishermen work together to catch the fish by sharing information about where the fish are. Oh, look, our fisherman got a big one. Our fisherman shares his triumph by showing others around him his luck.
This thing weighs 40 pounds.
No matter what the situation, fishermen stick together. Many fishermen don't have the money for a real boat, but that doesn't stop them from getting out there where the whoppers are. The fisherman's tube allows our modest little fisherman to get out and fish with the big boys.
Right there. I don't want get out.
Even when the fish aren't biting, with the tube, you can still bring home a stringer of fish.
Bring home bacon.
But when the fish are really biting, these tubes really work.
Fish bite. Wow. Yeah, they're biting.
Since many fish are nocturnal, there is nothing like night fishing. The really big ones bite at night. Be sure you take along a good light. And before you step into your boat, always make sure it's there. There is nothing like the adventure of night fishing, the deathlessness of the blackness around you, guided only by the stars and the moon. No matter what the stars and the moon say, it's always a good idea to know where you're going when night fishing.
Oh, where am I? Is it dark out? Oh,
Let's try our luck at trolling. Trolling, of course, is where the bait is pulled through the water with a motor. Trolling is popular with young and old alike because of the action it affords. Oh, we may have a strike. What a mighty battle this is. Look at the skill. What technique. Oh, well, everyone has stories about the big one that got
He
away.
was a good one. Boy, this looks good.
To catch the really big ones takes a really big lure. It will take real skill to land a fish that will bite a lure this size. With the boat trolling at the right speed, it's time to wait and see what happens. We won't have long to wait. There's a hit. Oh, it's a big one. It's moments like these that try men and tackle to the limit. Look at that. What skill. Hold on. The fisherman will wear the fish out in this manner. What skill. He's still got him on. What pride our fisherman must feel after such a battle. He's about to land him.
Here. Oh, don't get away this time. What is it?
You bully. No matter what the trials and tribulations, there is nothing like escaping to the quiet of nature, a virtual literary image of man, water, and fish.
That's it. I'm having. Come on. Come on, Minnie. Just one more time. All right, I'm gonna find you. Come on. One more time. Okay. Bring it right in here. Right in. All right. And fastball. High. Inside. Come on. Bring it right here.
There is nothing like a day in nature. Many times, fishing can be frustrating.
Why won't they bite?
No doubt the most frustrating is when the fish are out there, but they refuse to bite. This has driven some fishermen to the edge.
This
In these desperate situations, the true fisherman relies on his skill and knowledge to bring in those fish.
Fix these dumb fish.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that sportsmanlike? Is that giving these poor creatures a fighting chance? It's important never to underestimate a fish. Never underestimate a fish. Fishing has its rewards. Many anglers prefer to hang their catches on the wall.
Bottom fishing.
But catch. There is nothing like a trophy fish to spark conversation and relive the thrill of victory.
Like, die, fish. Oh, die. Let's throw that away, fish. I'll show you. All right, count to 3 and kiss your tail goodbye. I'm a hunter, too.
If a trophy is not what you're after, there are other ways to enjoy the catch. No matter how hard the day has been, a fisherman is always ready to try his luck if he thinks he might catch
Bottom
something.
fishing.
We leave our little fisherman now as he skillfully tries to land his catch.
Got another one for the wall.